We don't get to see this very often, but this is my Ceratogyris brachycephalus. This is the underside of it. And a telltale sign that this is a Ceratogyris brachycephalus is that they have the upper part of their abdomen underneath a tan color, and then below that darker. So that's a big sign to let you know what species it is. But yeah, very cool. Look at those fangs. Definitely not a tea to trifle with. But just wanted to show you. Alright. Here's an update on my Acanthoscurria geniculata. And if I were to tap this one, she would react the very same way that my Chacoana did. She would bite the tongs and try to climb up them and bare her fangs. But since she's in pre-molt, she's less likely to do that. She gets kind of like she doesn't want to move around much when she's in pre-molt. But as you can see, where she's kicked her hairs back there, her abdomen is starting to darken. So for those of you who are new to the hobby, that means that this one is definitely beginning the stages of heavy pre-molt, when you start seeing the abdomen darken like that. And also it is swollen. So once the tarantula molts, you'll see that the abdomen is a lot thinner than it was, and it'll have a full amount of hair on the abdomen again, just like it did before it started kicking hairs. So yep, I'm very anxious to see the molt from this one. I do believe this one's a female, but hopefully I can confirm that 100% with this next molt. Hopefully I can get a good molt. But yep, abdomen's darkening, so molting is just around the corner. So I'm going to increase the humidity just a bit to make the molting process easier. And that's that. Alright, let's move on to something else. Well, guess who molted today? This is my very fast Aphopappus murinus. Molted for me. So that makes me very happy. And there's the molt. It'll probably be too small for me to sex, but I'll give it a shot. You never know. But looking great. Just wanted to show you the update. Hopefully we'll have 2 or 3 more molts coming soon, I hope. Alright, thanks guys. This may not turn out real well because it's through the critter keeper here. But this is my Poecilotheria striata grooming. Or was grooming until she saw the light of my camera. And she's starting up a little bit now. Moving her pedipalps around. There she goes. She's cleaning her fangs, it looks like. Yep, ooh, boy, look at those fangs. Definitely would not want to be bitten by one of those. She's never given me a threat posture. She usually just scampers away when she's spooked. There you go. Alright, just wanted to show you. Molting season continues. This is my Avicularia pulperia, as you can see. Freshly molted, right next to the molt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray this enclosure down and add some more humidity and give it a drink, since the molting process is very strenuous for tarantulas. And I'm going to remove this molt. But there you go. Awesome. Alright, thanks. I wanted to show you guys this. I don't know how well you could see it, but this is my Acanthoscurria geniculata, and it's in heavy pre-molt. And what it has done, it has made webs, and including may have made a web bed right there. So I'm anticipating this one flipping over any hour now, and should molt really soon. So like I said, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's like a little bit of a web bed there. So should happen really soon. So I'll keep you updated on it. Alright, thanks guys. Well, as predicted, my Acanthoscurria geniculata is molting. I knew that as soon as she made that web bed that the molting process would be imminent. And indeed it is. Can't wait to get the molt from her. Of course, I'm going to be gone for a little bit, so hopefully the molt won't be destroyed by the time I get to it. But I'm definitely leaning towards her being a female, but hopefully the molt will be in good enough condition for me to tell for sure. But yeah, you can see the web there. And she's lying on it. So I'm looking forward to seeing her after she's done molting. I'm sure she'll have just as much of an attitude as ever. Alright, we'll check on her later. Sorry the lighting isn't too good, but as you can see, finished molting. All he has to do now is flip over. There's the molt. So yeah, it was completely off of him. So now what I'm going to do is give her some water to make sure she's well hydrated. Since the molting process is very strenuous for a tarantula, and they lose fluids also, so I'm going to make sure, she already has some water in there, but I want to top it off and maybe even spray the enclosure a little bit. So, doing great. So now I'm going to examine the molt. Here's the molt of my Acanthoscurria geniculata, and as you can see, I don't think the camera's picking it up very well, but there is a flap there. So as I originally thought, this is indeed a female. So that makes me very happy, as they grow to be a very decent size, like around 8 inches or so. So this will be a nice large tarantula. And she is she's defensive too. But yep, there's the flap. It may not be obvious here in the video, but it's obvious to me. So yes, I'm extremely happy that she's a female. Very good. So there she is. She hadn't flipped over yet, but I did spray just this side of the enclosure so I wouldn't disturb her, and topped off her water dish. So we'll leave her alone and give her time to pump the fluids and the flip over. Alright, thanks. Well, my mature male Heteroscadra maculata finally died. You can see his bulbous pedipalps, and you can see those little hook things sticking out of the pedipalps. So yeah, he was mature. He was a very small male too. Of course, he's all curled up. He's kind of stiff, so he'd been dead probably a couple days. But I'm not able to straighten out his legs very well, but we never really got a good look at him because, you know, he was always trying to hide. But yep, he was a mature male. I've had him for quite a while, actually. I got him when he was just a little bitty thing. I think, let's see, he was about 1/8 of an inch when I got him. So, yeah, poor fella, it was his time. Although I thought the avic would die first, but nope, he did. Yeah, he was a feisty one. He gave me one threat posture once. So it's sad to see him go. But he wasn't one of our more exciting teas to watch on camera anyway, but still, I hate to see any of my tarantulas die. But it was his time, he was old. Alright. Say bye-bye, little fella. Hope I at least gave you a good life, even though I didn't give you a mate, since I'm not in the breeding part of the hobby. But that's just the gamble you take when you buy just, little tiny teas, little babies, before you're able to sex them. I was hoping for a female, the prettier. But, yeah. Poor guy. Alright, guys. Hopefully we'll get a molt soon from another tarantula and it'll be better news. Alright, thanks.